All right, good evening, everyone. We welcome the Oregon Ducks, head coach Kelly Graves, Sabrina Ionescu, Ruthy Hebard, and Minyon Moore. Coach, we'll let you start.
Well, first of all, I want to congratulate Stanford on a great year. You know, they've set a high bar for this conference for many years, and, you know, and they, I think, have helped everybody else elevate the league. It's not that they're coming back to us. I think we're all elevating, and that's due to Coach Vandeveer and her great team. But tonight they just met a better team. We played great, and I just thought defensively we were on point. Offensively, it's one of the most efficient games that I've seen us play. Everybody contributed. When we need different players to step up, different players did, and that was super, super nice to see. Really proud of them for their effort. And we validated a very hard-fought, 2-month grind Pac-12 regular season championship, now with the tournament championship. We don't have to share it with anybody.
Thank you. Front row here. We'll start here in the middle and then on the end.
Harvey Jones with the LA Sentinel. Congratulations on the win. Kelly, can you talk about the energy that the whole team brought, and then specifically, you know, the defense and the pressure that Minyon brought tonight?
Yeah, you know, it's funny. Your great players find a way to step up in the biggest moments. And, you know, Minyon, you know, there have been games when she struggled. And but she's got the heart of a champion. And on the biggest night, on the biggest stage, she was able to step up her game. And it changed, I thought, the whole game. By her making those shots, it was like, yeah, we know what Stanford was trying to do, and it wasn't going to work because she stepped up to that challenge. You know, Ruthy, I thought, was huge all night long. You know, Sabrina gets a lot of credit, and she should. You know, the person that puts this all together is Ruthy down low. If we don't have her, teams would play us differently. We wouldn't be able to make the plays we do from the perimeter or shoot as well as we do from the perimeter. And then when you have someone like Sabrina, who then puts it all together, she's like that conductor of the orchestra, and she's got everything exactly the way she wants it. And all three of these guys really stepped up tonight. It was great to see. I'm just so happy for them. They worked hard for this, and there's been a lot of pressure on this team this year, maybe more so than any Pac-12 team that I can remember. And they've done it. They've answered the bell each and every time.
Willie Ramirez with the Associated Press. I have a two-part question. Start with Minyon and then for the two ladies. There was a point in the second quarter where you were going for a rebound, and it looks like Lexi sort of dropped you on your backside, and the look on your face that you went up for a rebound on the same sequence, took it to the other end, and you were just possessed for the next couple of minutes. It looked like it fueled your fire even more. You had your game face on, and then it just intensified. And for you two ladies, when you see something like that, what does she bring out of you two?
Yeah, I have some crazy game faces that I really can't control. But yeah, it's just putting fuel to the fire, kind of like, oh, you're going to push me over. All right, like, let's see what we can do. But it wasn't intentional. It's just a game thing. I can't control my faces. So it just, fired me up.
It's fun to see her with her face has changed because she's such a competitor. And then I'm like, oh, gosh, look at Jan. She's, trying to screen her. She gets through it. She gets her hands on the ball. It's just really fun and hypes the whole team up.
Yeah, I mean, when she plays that hard, we want to play that hard for her as well. And so I think she set the tone defensively, which fueled her offense and our offense as well.
Actually, for Ruthy, I thought tonight, I watched you guys walk an interesting line between winning a game you wanted to win very badly and looking pretty businesslike doing it. Like the celebration was, you guys celebrated it, but it wasn't crazy. It felt like it was sort of a check off the to-do list. Am I reading that right?
Yeah, I mean, we're really excited to beat, Stanford. They're such a good team, but I think we also know that we have a lot more we want to accomplish before we, finish this year off. So we're really happy for the win, and we're really excited for what's next to come.
Okay, in the way back, and then the second row.
Can I just touch on that? You've been around our team a little bit. They celebrate and have fun every day. I think we're the loosest team that you'll ever see. So I don't think we need moments like this to celebrate and let loose. I think it's kind of who we are. And, You know, it's, I think, in our DNA. This is how we act each and every day.
Nick Dashel from the Oregonian. Two questions. Ruthy, you had kind of a tough game last year in the championship game. Did that kind of fuel you a little bit today?
I mean, everything fuels me. Of course, we remembered last year's game, so we wanted to get them back, and I'm just happy with how I played and how my teammates were able to, you know, put confidence in me and get me the ball.
Minyon, it looked like early in the game you were maybe as aggressive as you've been in quite a while. Was that offensively? Is that fair to say that you took the challenge and really were aggressive offensively?
Yeah, teams have obviously helped off on me, and I know that it kind of hurts our offense and hurts, you know, our inside game with Ruthy. So I took it to heart, and I, you know, shot the shots tonight. I'm happy they went in. My teammates and my coaches had faith in me, and so I haven't given up on myself. So, yeah, it took it to heart, yeah.
Okay, we're going in the second row, Michelle, then over here, and then third row.
I have this for Sabrina and then Coach Graves, if you would answer it too. One of the things that Coach Vanderveer said is, as much as you guys are the most efficient offensive team in the country, she really feels like defensively you guys have taken it up a level individually and as a collective, as a team this season. Can you talk about that and how much maybe that is an extra comfort factor, if you will, going into the NCAA tournament, that your defense has gotten as good as it is?
It is for sure. I mean, especially us two that have been here for the last 4 years, we've relied on our offense a lot in games when we weren't shooting the ball particularly well, when we maybe have gotten in foul trouble, we haven't been able to rely on our defense. And I think, you know, last year we realized that, you know, we fell short due to the fact that we needed to defend better. And so this year, I mean, our whole focus coming into this year was defense, and obviously it starts individually and then it joins in collectively. And I think, you know, from us that play and start to the bench, I mean, we all are, you know, focusing on our defense and trying to be the best that we can, because you can impact the game regardless if you're making a shot or not. So we know that, you know, some nights our shots aren't going to go in, but we need to be able to rely on our defense, and I think we're just trying to continue to get better in that, you know, aspect of the game every day.
Over on this side.
Andrew Hodman from KZI. This is for KG. I mean, to piggyback off that, I don't know how many times we've asked you over the course of the year how much Minyon has played a role in increasing that defensive identity, but as a collective, as a group, especially down the stretch here, how has it become this one person leads the charge to now everyone has bought into that mindset?
Well, I think it's come from a couple of different areas. Number one, if you remember this time, and you had mentioned Ruthy in this championship game last year, she was playing on one leg. You know, at this time last year, Maite had the flu. Taylor Chavez was out for the season. We actually suited up 7 players. So when you're playing 40 minutes a game like our guards had to do, you know, the energy you have to exert at the defensive end may not be the same. We have depth this year. We've gone from the 191st most efficient defense into now a top 30 defense. I think that's critical. And it starts because we have better depth. We've had good health. We have a couple of players that come off the bench, Jazz Shelley and Taylor Chavez, who lift us defensively, not just offensively. They lift our defense. But Minyon gets a lot of the credit. It's been Minyon, not necessarily that she's disrupting people, but she's slowing transition down. We gave up no transition points to one of the best transition offensive teams in the country today. They got 0 transition points. That was our number 1 key tonight. Mignon's the one that's slowing the ball down in transition. Number 2, she's our best talker. Number 3, she's a bulldog and as tough as nails. And if you're not holding up your end of the bargain defensively, she's going to let you hear it. So she's the one that I think has really driven that bus. Everybody else has hopped on. And I think we've now seen the benefits of playing both ends of the floor. We're still the most efficient offense in the country, and it's not even close. But now we can play both ends of the floor, which make us really difficult to play, I think.
Minyon, I'm sure you watched these guys' postseason runs the last 3 years on TV. What does it mean to you? You know, I saw you doing snow angels and the confetti, and you have the net around your neck. What does this mean to you right now?
Yeah. She's no angel.
Jokes. It means everything. Yeah, usually about this time I'm at home with my feet kicked back watching them on TV. So, I mean, it means a lot. I've obviously idolized Sabrina and Ruthy. So I've obviously supported them in the postseason. So just to be a part of it now and to be a part of a program who is not only all about basketball, but about family and pushes you to be a better person off the court and on the court is everything. And I'm just really blessed to be able to do it alongside these amazing people. And we still have a lot of business to take care of. So, yeah, this is a great conference win and conference championship, but we have a lot more to accomplish.
Front row, Willie.
Kelly, Willie Ramirez from the Associated Press again. During the regular season, you outdistanced teams by about 28 points. In this tournament, 23. How important was it to continue to not just win games, but dominate, to fuel that run going into the NC2As, basically never letting your foot off the jugular?
Well, number one, we just wanted to win the game. However, we knew that the entire nation was watching, and this is the time of year that committee members are watching as well. It's not why we tried, we don't play harder because of that, but I think it's important the way we played this game, the way it played out. We showed really everything that we can do tonight. This is a very effective team. We have 10 wins against teams that were in the top 16 in the last reveal. 10. That's more than the other 3 projected number 1s combined. We have 5 of those were on the road. Okay, more than twice the number of those other 3 combined. And we had 2 on a neutral site. So we've shown that we are a really good basketball team, and it doesn't matter where we play, and we play the best, and we've beaten the best. So I really just look forward to now the next 6-game tournament to see what we can really do. But yeah, this team at times have been very dominant in their play.
Over here.
This is for Minyon. You've had quite a journey to get to this point between the injuries and USC and now here. This is between the USA, and the UConn game, probably one of the bigger stages that I would imagine you've played on with Oregon now. I mean, what was it about that first quarter and that second especially where you just kind of had it in a zone? And did you kind of know that you were in a zone, especially shooting from the outside early?
Yeah, I mean, they've all been great experiences, and once I see the ball going once, it's kind of, I have more confidence going from there. So it's just a matter of seeing the ball go to the basket. But yeah, in a zone, and when my teammates are hot too, and we're all hot together, it's kind of like unstoppable. So, I mean, yeah, they're all great experiences, and we still have a lot to take care of, like I said. So hopefully I keep hitting these shots.
We'll go here in the second row and then on the other side.
Jesse Morrison, Devil's Digest. This is for anyone who wants to take it. Y'all lost to ASU back in January, and after that, I just saw you guys just take off. Was that game just a motivator for just the rest of this season?
Well, it proved to be, because we played pretty well since. That game was on me. I did a poor job. We're up 12, 7 minutes to go. I got to help us win that game, and I didn't. I thought we'd play through it. So these guys, although they did give up 30 points in the fourth quarter, that we reminded them of that, at least on, 50, 100 occasions. But I think it really did motivate us. We I think, watched that game a lot after, and just, we went through the motions. And I think from then on, we determined that's not going to happen again. We will not play hard. And they got the message and have continued to do it. And again, I credit this senior class. These guys, I'll tell you, this is a pretty damn good group. And they are fun to coach and fun to be with each and every day.
And the second question, this is the second year in Vegas, and it's through 2022, but what are y'all's thoughts on it being in Vegas and how this tournament went in general?
You want me or do you want them?
Anybody that takes it.
Well, I love it. I've been a proponent of it from the day I got into the conference because, my previous school, we played down here. I see the benefits of being in Las Vegas. You've been in Eugene in March. Sometimes you want to get out and get to the sunshine. And so I think, the the longer we have it here, the more comfortable the fans become, and the more they look forward to it. You're going to see a good portion of this fan base that was here this weekend. They will get their tickets next year in the next month or two. You watch it. They'll start to plan their vacation time around this tournament. I went for a walk this morning on game day, and I got goosebumps. As I'm walking, I see mom, dad, and 2 little boys. Couldn't have been 6 or 7. Okay, they're in their duck gear. They're out, walking around. Hey, coach. They're making memories. I think this is so cool. They've made Vegas a destination to go to, and it actually gave me goosebumps this morning. It got me fired up. So, and I was a little fired up there a couple times tonight. But I think it's great. It's a great venue. Las Vegas Aces have really helped, that connection with them. I saw Asia Wilson throwing some shirts out, right, when I should have been paying attention to the timeout when Sabrina got blown by on defense. But, no, I think it's great. I hope we stay. You got my vote.
Me too.
Same.
Final question. We'll take Nick
Kelly,
and then Michelle, and then we're going to wrap up.
Kelly, I noticed there's a bunch of players in the post game. They were plotting to hit you with cupcakes. You turned around on the ladder. You knew it was coming. Just what was that moment like? You knew that you were going to get blasted, and you did.
Little did they know I could have taken a lot worse, right? But as a coach, I always have the last laugh. So they need to remember that as well. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, it's coming. Not for a while. I'm actually going to give the team the week off. We've always done that. We'll meet back up Saturday night for a light shoot around, and it gives me 1 week to prepare and how I get back at it.
We weren't a part of it. The seniors were not a part of it.
We weren't.
I didn't touch you at all.
Count us out.
Actually.
Okay, sure. I'm sure there's a lot of video that may suggest otherwise. However, I think it's great. I welcome that anytime because we're celebrating something special. Pac-12 Tournament Championship.
Do you want to close, Michelle?
Sure. Kelly, I think you guys will probably be the #1 overall seed. The resume that you sort of outlined, I think you're going to be the #1 overall seed. Would you like to enter the tournament as the #1 ranked team in the country?
I don't care. I just know we're playing. I think we're going to be a #1. Honestly, I don't know how much that matters. In the end, you got to play really good teams. Everybody is going to be good. So we're praying for Portland. I hope that that's where they put us. I think that would be special. I got a feeling that if they do, we're going to break some regional attendance records up there. I think the people in the Northwest are really energized about this team. So that's beyond my pay control. I can lobby, but I'm not going to. I'll let our work do the talking. Did I mention that we've won 10 games?
Yep.
Yeah.
Every single time.
And 5 of those on the road. Did I mention that already?
It's his favorite stat. I was just waiting for it. Yeah.
Well, I just, but we didn't play South Carolina, so I don't know. I know they're a really good team. So I don't know. We didn't play any SEC teams either. I look at the Louisville loss against a very good team in a game where we just quite weren't ready for a new defense. That was on the islands. I think sometimes you can discount any game played on an island tournament over Thanksgiving, But the reality is we are 10-0 since December 1st.
Get it down, write it down, just in case.
Write it down, everybody.
No, well, and the loss that we had was in November, but we're 10-0 against the top 16 since December 1st.
And
can I say that again? No.
Thank you, everyone.
All right, thank you.